4 pillars of lymphedema treatment and maintenance include compression, skin care, exercise, and self-manual lymphatic drainage. Research has shown that the use of these 4 pillars for self-maintenance of lymphedema is not followed as diligently as time goes by, and that compression and skin care are the 2 main pillars used. Exercise and self-lymphatic drainage are implemented less often. Hi everyone, my name is Kathy. I am a registered nurse, registered massage therapist, and a certified lymphedema therapist. This video is part of my Pillars of Lymphedema Self-Care Learning series. If you haven't started them yet, I encourage you to check them out. In this video, I'll be doing a brief review of lymphedema and the cycle of its progression, and I will give you tips and pointers to help you get your self-care maintenance plan started. So grab something to take notes with, make yourself comfortable, and let's get into it. Lymphedema is a chronic condition of swelling that can occur for many reasons. Regardless of its original cause, the root of lymphedema is lymphatic flow disruption, causing a buildup of fluid and waste in the tissues, creating inflammation, structural changes in the tissue, and skin and shape changes of the limb, which further disrupts lymphatic flow, and the cycle will repeat if left unmanaged. Self-management not only maintains the achievements made in intensive therapy, but it helps break the lymphedema cycle through prevention of injury, minimizing congestion, decreasing inflammation and infection rates, and minimizing skin and limb size changes. So research has shown that each self-care pillar has a role in lymphedema management. You are taught how to use the pillars in the beginning, but your needs may change over time. So your plan will need to be changed too. So how do you know if what you're doing is working? And importantly, where do you begin to evaluate your plan? When you first find out you have lymphedema, it is probably a bit overwhelming for you to take in all of the new information. You're told that you need to wear compression daily and that exercise, self-manual lymphatic drainage, and skin care are important self-care strategies for maintaining your lymphedema. Whether you have been just diagnosed with lymphedema or have been living with it for years, having a concrete plan for self-care helps to maintain achievements that you've made in the reduction phase and helps to slow or prevent lymphedema from progressing to a stage that is more difficult to manage. A plan can catch changes that occur over time faster, and it also helps to remind you about incorporating all pillars of self-care in your plan. By having a set schedule of reassessment, you can tell if your plan is working and readjust it as needed. And importantly, it gives you a sense of control and the ability to communicate with your lymphedema team effectively. Lymphedema progression can be identified in several ways. Measurements may show an increase in limb size, while skin changes like dryness or flakiness can become visible. You may also notice differences in tissue firmness, such as an increased tightness or indentations when pressed upon. Additionally, changes in limb movement, like stiffness or reduced flexibility, can be a sign of progression. Some people also experience subtle sensations, like heaviness or fullness, which can indicate worsening lymphedema even before visible changes occur. Self-assessment every 4 months or so is part of your maintenance plan and can help you and your lymphedema team make decisions for any necessary changes to your self-care plan. You can divide your plan into 4 sections according to the pillars of self-care: compression, skin care, exercise, and self-manual lymphatic drainage. Each section will include specifics about your self-care routine, answering the questions what, when, where, and how. Write down your goals, your plan of action, and choose a reassessment date. When making your maintenance plan, it is helpful to have as much information and resources as possible. This is one of the reasons that I've created my self-care learning series. First and foremost, though, your doctor, lymphedema therapist, and lymphedema garment fitter are valuable resources for you because they know you and are familiar with your unique situation. General information can be found on the internet, and I've listed a few here for you that include topics of self-manual lymphatic drainage, exercise, research, best practices for lymphedema care, and nutrition for lymphedema. The fabric and pressure of your garment work together to keep your lymphedema in check. Your plan can include these details, as well as a list of other garments that you may be wearing, such as night garments. Your plan can include other things, like when you will replace your garment, and perhaps it will have your fitter's contact information at the ready for any questions that you may have about your garment. Your skincare plan will include writing down your skincare routine, the moisturizer you are currently using, and any precautions that you are taking to protect your skin. Exercise for lymphedema means contracting the muscles within the area of swelling, maintaining your range of motion through stretching, and helping your blood and lymphatic circulation through aerobic type exercise and exercises specific to the lymphatic system. Making your plan will depend on many factors, such as your current abilities and fitness level. This is why it is suggested that you check in with your doctor as well as a physiotherapist or exercise specialist before you begin any new exercise routine. After cancer treatment, it is suggested you start slow and work your way up to the recommended 150 minutes per week of a combination of aerobic, strengthening, flexibility, and lymph-stimulating movement. It can be helpful to sit down and make a list of what exercise you're doing right now, what you would like to do, and then mark them on your calendar. Now, exercise can get monotonous, become routine, or become like work to you. When you do your self-care reassessment, you can ask yourself, does this exercise make me smile? You may want to switch up your routine with each reassessment. Self-MLD works together with the other pillars of self-care to help direct lymph flow from areas of congestion to areas that are working better. Manual lymphatic drainage is not just about light stroking of the skin, however. It is about getting in there and softening firmer fibrotic tissue if you have it, and working on that scar that may be interfering with your movement or with lymph fluid flow. It is optimal if you can be assessed by and receive instruction from a trained lymphedema therapist. Using a general self-MLD video from the internet is a great visual tool. I would suggest that you also add in any techniques your lymphedema therapist tailored to your unique situation. When making your plan, write down or make a diagram of your self-lymphatic drainage routine. Write down how often you're going to do it and at what time of the day suits you best. If you're using a pump, how often are you going to use it? And are you going to add manual lymphatic drainage to your pump routine? You can even make note of all the tools you use that aid your lymphatic drainage routine, such as deep breathing, using a mini vibrational massager, a gua sha tool, or a jade roller. Thank you for watching today. Before you make your self-management plan, I would suggest watching my Pillars of Self-Care learning videos that I created to give you a deeper understanding of all 4 pillars of self-care. This will allow you to make a comprehensive plan for self-care and understand the self-assessment process. Please like, subscribe, and share this video so it can reach others who need it. I'll see you soon.